right, so you ready for dessert? A good way to finish?
Make them guess what this is first.
All right, I think I heard it. I think I heard people whisper.
Somebody know what it is?
Yell it. Bitter melon.
Bitter melon.
Yes. Has anyone used bitter melon before? Tried bitter melon?
Who's tried it before? Yeah.
Is it bitter?
Okay.
Is it bitter? Yes.
It's bitter.
But this is, again, it's not maybe so common for some people, but you are another ingredient that you are starting to see a lot more in some grocery stores, and a great ingredient to try. We're gonna use it raw, and we're gonna actually make a sweet smoothie out of it.
It's gonna be bittersweet.
It's never been done before. This is revolutionary. But the idea is that, like Christy talked about, we're gonna play with the flavors. We're gonna make sure that there's some sort of balance. So anytime that we have sweet, maybe we balance it with a little bitter. And likewise, if we have a little bit of bitter, we want to balance it with a little bit of sweet. So we're going to start off with the bitter melon. And when you're picking a bitter melon, there's different types. There's this one, which is more of like a Chinese bitter melon. You have the other one, another bitter melon. It looks almost like a chameleon. It's really, really bumpy and really ridgy. And you can use it the exact same way. When you're going to find a bitter melon, you want to feel to make sure that it's hard. If it is closer to being ripe, it's going to be even more bitter. So the less ripe it is, the less bitter it is. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, so.
Less ripe, more bitter.
Less ripe, more bitter.
It's becoming more itself.
Yes. So what we're going to do.
more of a bitter melon with time.
So cut off the stem, split it in half, and you're going to expose the seeds. Plastic spoon. And we're going to remove the seeds. So take a spoon. Take the seeds out. Now this is traditionally, you can stuff this. It's traditionally cooked like a savory. So you can stuff it with different minces or like a shrimp paste, bake it, roast it, and they're fantastic. But the entire thing is edible. So just remove the seeds and you're good to go. Wow. So we just want to roughly chop it up. We're going to use about half a cup. We don't want to use too much. This is pretty bitter. Have you tried it before?
I have, yeah.
Who wants Christy to try it? I do. Okay, so you're gonna try a piece.
You're being very kind to me, giving me a small little.
It has a crunchiness to it, almost refreshing at the beginning, and then it sets in.
Is this an especially bitter one that you got me with?
This is not even that bitter. So mango's gonna go in first. This is gonna counteract.
We definitely have lots of beautiful sweetness with our mango.
Mango, you're probably seeing cases of mango in grocery stores now. This is the season for mango. Obviously, we don't grow them here, but definitely some sweet mangoes out there. So if you were maybe using mango out of season, it might not be as sweet. You can add a little bit of honey as well if you did want it sweeter. But if your mango is super ripe, super sweet, it's delicious as is.
So this is another great recipe where we're creating a balance of different flavors. So we have the bitter, we have the sweet. We're gonna put some heat in by adding some of the pepper.
Mm-hmm. So mango, we have a little bit of that bitter melon in there.
How many mangoes for 2 cups?
2 cups would be probably a good sized mango.
A big, yeah, it
or
depends on the one.
two smaller mangoes. You can even use frozen mango as well. Yeah, not a problem. Spices, again, optional. Chrissy talked about the chili, the cayenne. This is a bit of a milder chili, but it still has some beautiful flavor, a little bit of heat. And heat in mango is also very traditional in Thailand, Vietnam, and a lot of different cuisines where you put a little bit of chili on that sweet mango, again, balancing the flavors.
I've had it in Mexico a few times, and you can get popsicles that are mango and chili flavored. You wouldn't think it works, but it's a beautiful balance between the flavors as well.
This is cardamom. Cardamom, a nice whole spice as well that's ground, and it has almost like a menthol-y sort of taste to it. Really, really good, and just a little bit. And again, optional. If you don't like the heat, don't add it. Cardamom is pretty easy going, so give that a try.
Yeah, it won't heat things up as much as the chili would.
A little bit of yogurt. We're gonna make this really nice and creamy.
And we're also cooling down the effect of the chili a little bit. So if you don't like it hot, the yogurt, always helps to kind of dilute that heat for you.
All right. And as a liquid base, you can go simple as water if you want. This is almond milk I'm using. You can even use regular milk, coconut milk if you want to add a bit more calories there. So we're gonna add, about a cup. Well, that's a little more than a cup. Cup-ish.
The good thing with smoothies is you can play around with it. It doesn't have to be exact.
Absolutely.
Do it the way that you like it.
Plug it in first.
Yep, definitely.
And
Hold
there we
on.
So start off slow. And with any smoothies, the more you blend it, this is a little trick, the more you blend it, the more air you're forcing into it. So I don't know if you've ever made a smoothie where after it feels like you ate like an entire 5-course meal and you're really bloated. That's because of all the air that you force into the smoothie.
Do you notice all the bubbles when you're making like a
bubbles.
shake or something? Yeah.
So you don't have to blend it too long, just until the ingredients are combined. So I'll do like a small, short blend and then maybe a fast burst for like 10 seconds. Just until it's combined. And this, so I like it, this is like a thick smoothie. If you want thinner, you can add a little bit more liquid. But beautiful color. This is gonna be really, really refreshing. It's almost like a lassi, like a mango lassi if you've ever had. Like a thick, nice cooling drink that you can pair with spicy food. Maybe we'll add a little pinch of the chili on top. And that's it.
Beautiful.
So there's our bitter melon and mango smoothie. And that's the class. Yeah. So thank you, everybody.